All right. Aloha, everybody. Michelle Melendez, Blossom Inner Wellness, and this is week 1 of your detox program. It's a 6-week program. The detox actually runs for 10 days. The 6 days is you're going to be on the detox binder and builder, but there's a few other days that you're going to be doing just optional, just shakes to give your gut a break. And I'll explain that closer to when we get into that time to do that. We don't do the detox for 3 weeks because, one, you don't have the products yet. I've mailed them all. I've ordered them all. There's one product that I'm bummed that is out of stock, and it is called Intestinal Soothe and Build. And the last 2 people who joined are going to get a complimentary product comparable to that, which is slippery elm and marshmallow root. And I'll text you or email you guys for who signed up, the latest ones who signed up, who are going to get those 2 products. But I do want to go through what it is that you guys signed up for. So let me click on this. And actually, before I do that, let me just share just a quick background of me. If you've been following me on YouTube, you don't really know my full story. I've been a fitness and wellness expert since 1996, long time. And I've been studying nutrition and all kinds of things, intuitive eating. I've had 12 fitness certifications throughout my 30-year career and written a best-selling book. In fact, let me just grab it really fast. It's right here. It's called End Dieting Hell. It's called End Dieting Hell. What is it? How to Find Peace with Your Body and Release the Weight. It's won 3 awards and was a bestseller on Amazon. And this I launched July 2019. July 2019. And then, of course, when everything happened with the COVID, I stopped doing my business, just stayed with my private clients and went full board freedom activist. But now I'm getting back because what I'm realizing is that it's really important for us to stay healthy in our bodies if we're going to be freedom fighters. If we are sick ourselves, if we don't have the energy that we need to do this, to stand up, that's what we need first. So it's just like, when you get on the airplane, you put your mask on first if something happens, and then you help somebody else. So it's really, I just want to acknowledge everybody who's joined, because you guys are helping yourselves first. We are in a war, and it's not just a war with what happened with Maui and then the attacks. This war has been happening for a very long time in the medical industry and in the food industry. So when you have gut issues, your gut is under attack because your gut has 80% of your immune system lives in your gut. And your gut is the first area they found that the gut is the first area where disease starts. So you may have lung cancer or breast cancer or something like that, but it's because of 2 reasons. And I would say 3. Raymond Francis, who wrote the book Never Be Sick Again, he says there's 2 reasons for disease, and it's toxicity and vitamins and minerals, lack of vitamins and minerals that your body needs. And I also say that it's also your emotions. And we are an energetic frequency being, and your emotions are energy. So I am going to talk about emotions more toward the end of the detox, because that is really crucial for good health. But the first start is to understand your body. And so let me go ahead and share the first module on the detox. And these all modules, people don't have to join the live calls because the whole program is already online. I've added to this. You can see how much information is in here. I've added to it every single time I do a detox. I always add something and learn something myself. There's so much information because we have not really been taught what our body is. We think that it's this heart rate pumping, all the immune system, the digestive system, the nervous system, all of these systems, but it's so much more than that. It's so much more. And when we really get to understanding the importance of clean food and first healing your gut, that's when things change. Because like I said, I don't know if you remember the story or not, but I was in California, in Santa Cruz, tons of sky stuff. What is that? Chemtrails. My memory was going, and it was going fast. And my boyfriend at the time, he even was like, Michelle, what's going on? Because he would say something and I would forget it almost moments later, and it started to scare me. And then when I got to Hawaii, I started detoxing more, and now my memory is completely restored again. It's night and day from California. So let's talk a little bit about what your detox is. So the first thing that we're going to go through is your supplements that are coming to you. So I'm going to move this over a little bit. Maybe go this way. I don't know. Okay, there we go. The first two products are from Decon. These are two firefighters that I met researching the Maui fire, and they're amazing because they've created these two products to help with heavy metals. Now, what is being sprayed in the sky is heavy metals: aluminum, strontium. There's a number of heavy metals that are raining down on us, and those get stored in the body. What this product does is designed to do, it's designed for firefighters because they go into toxic areas with a ton of toxic metals. And what this does is so amazing. Bentonite clay, activated charcoal, zeolite, so many things that literally pull the toxins out of your body. And you'll take 4 of these tablets. So your detox will start with 4 of these tablets before you go to bed. You want to take, and you get the whole protocol. So Ron, I'll show you this whole detox protocol right here. This should open up. I'll make that open up in a new window afterwards. But you can actually download this, and it lightens everything up for you. So you can take notes, but you also have this here as well.
Okay.
And I'll show you. It's in the 2 spots. It's in your modules 1, but it's also in your protocols link. So right under it's here too. So it's there as well. So the binder is the first one. You get 4 of those at night, and then you just let it do its thing. And so it's gonna be working on you out while you sleep. The rebuild I really love because it has a ton of antioxidants that support your cells. Like what I was saying, Raymond Francis said there's 2 reasons for disease: toxicity and lack of vitamins and minerals that your body needs. It's an overboard of supporting your cells with antioxidants. And what's great about this is that super antioxidants actually support your DNA from EMFs, the electromagnetic frequencies that are in the air because of 5G that's turning on. When you support your body with really healthy vitamins and minerals and antioxidants, you're actually starting to protect the DNA from EMFs. And that's one thing I really love about this product. So lion's mane, glutathione, I won't read them all to you, but that's the second product. The third one that you guys are getting is the lateral flora, and this is a special probiotic that helps to clean not just harmful organisms, but also candida. I had candida, and I still have a little bit of candida. It's actually almost gone because it takes a long time to get rid of it. But candida for years, did not know it. And candida is yeast inside your stomach. And ladies and men also, but mostly women, if you are having to go to the bathroom all the time, and you're just like that was me. If I was on a trip, I had to know where the restrooms were because I knew I wasn't going to make a full hour trip without having to go to the bathroom. That's how bad it was. So I know all the bathroom spots in Hawaii. So it's more than likely, I can't say for sure, I'm not a doctor, I haven't tested you, but it's more than likely some form of candida. This is a start for a candida cleanse, and after the program, I'll show you the supplements that I use because it's literally about a 5 to 6 month protocol of getting rid of it because yeast, it loves to stay in your body. So you do want to stay on top of that. And now I'm telling you, it's night and day. It is night and day for my bladder. But this is another probiotic you're going to be getting. When you are cleansing out your gut, you want to think about probiotics and prebiotics. Probiotics, they replenish the good gut bacteria. Prebiotics feed the good gut bacteria. Sugar feeds the bad gut bacteria. So the other thing I wanted to share, if you have a lot of sugar cravings, you may more than likely have parasites. Now, they often think about parasites being from Mexico, You know, you get worms, you drink the water, and then you get was it Zumana's Revenge or whatever his name is, right? And you have to go to the bathroom. No, 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 no. You can have small microscopic parasites, and it's very common, especially if you have pets. You can get them from, I mean, you can get small parasites from flies. You can get them from pets. There's actually a link at the bottom of this page. It says parasites or something if you want to know all the ways you can get them. But there's two things that almost 100% of people who have cancer have. One is parasites. The next one is it's candida. It's candida. So those are the two, almost 100% of people who get cancer have those two things. So that's why you want to be cleansing your system out with parasites. This detox starts that. Begin at the end. This is a journey. This is a journey, and you know, I'm still taking some of these supplements to make sure that my parasites are gone, because I did have parasites, and my candida is almost all the way gone, and that's been quite a journey in itself. How I really knew I had candida, I went to a blood doctor. Can't remember the name of that practice, but she took a prick of my blood from my finger, stuck it on a microscope, and looked inside, and she goes, "Oh, you have candida." This was after me spending $600 on a naturopath who said, "Take bladder ease for your bladder." And I'm like, this is covering up the symptoms. This is not the problem. She took a prick of my blood, showed me the lines, and they look like candida looks like sticks, like lines in your blood. And it freaked me out because I actually saw my blood for the first time in my life on a microscopic level. It was incredible. And I saw little white dots that were parasites. And then I saw these sticks that it looks pretty freaky when you first see something like that. And then I saw bright red dots, two bright red dots. I'm like, what is that? And I thought it was a little nanobot or something. And she said, that's heavy metal. And then when I went and did my latest blood scan, which was a couple weeks ago, no more heavy metals. Candida's almost gone. And so it's a good idea to check out. I'll get the name of that practice that she does. Can't remember she looks at your blood. But anyway, that's the third product you'll get. The fourth product you'll get is this is Intestinal Soothe and Build. And I'll have all these links for you guys at the end of the program so that you can go right to these if you want to get more. This one's also going to take a while to heal your gut. And this one is out of stock, and they said the estimated time is that it'll be back in stock is the end of July. This one's going to help to rebuild your gut lining. So like we were saying about leaky gut earlier, this one has slippery elm, a lot of different products in it to actually support your body to repair your gut lining. And I was saying earlier that we are under attack with the food industry. It's meant to destroy your gut. And one of those ways is it literally tears the lining in your gut. The GMO foods, they're microscopic particles that are at a certain shape that can actually harm your gut lining. This helps to repair it. So you guys are getting this as well. And then the last part, I love this shake. This is a plant-based superfoods protein shake, and clean. It is the cleanest shake I've found, and because I've looked for a very long time. Lots of organic, different stuff in it, and you guys are getting this as well. One thing that you know about fitness, most fitness people, they have some type of protein shake. So this is the one that I use every day. And if I'm hungry, especially at nighttime before I go to bed, I don't want to eat a lot of sugar, this is what I'll have. So you guys have any questions on the products? You guys are good? Okay, we'll keep going. Please stop me because I can talk about this for days. Okay. Oh yeah, disclaimer, doctor, I'm not a doctor. This is what I know has worked for me and for clients in the past. So this is what's on the program. This is Raymond Francis. You know, I'm just going to close this off. There we go. You can see better. Raymond Francis. Oh my gosh. So 2018, an estimated 1,735,350 new cases of cancer will be diagnosed in the United States. 609,000 people will die from the disease. These are the deficiency, toxicity, and unintegrated emotions. And never be sick again. This is all on module 1. You can just click that. And if you want to watch his video, you can click on this one. And it's his video that he talks about. So there's 4 crucial elements to maintaining a healthy body. Hormones. I don't know anything about hormones. I mean, I do know things about hormones, but not enough to share a class about it. So Dr. Rita Marie Lascalzo is a friend of mine. If you have issues with hormones, she's a great go-to. There's also Lindsay, her last name's escaping me, but she has written tons of books on it. But Dr. Rita Marie is brilliant at hormones. Your healthy digestion, like I said earlier, 80% of your immune system lives in your gut. You've got to keep your gut healthy. Reduce, eliminate toxins. Insulin. Insulin's another very humongous key factor in disease. And it is one thing that we have to understand is sugar addiction is actually scientifically created, meaning the fact that they know, scientists, this is evil, scientists know the exact amount of sugar and fat to put into a substance that triggers the brain to be addicted to that substance. This is why you cannot have just one French fry, because there's something with the salt. Salt is the third one. There was 3 of them. So it was fat, sugar, and salt. They actually know a combination that triggers the addiction in your brain, very similar to cocaine and heroin. So insulin those are the 4 key factors. And you guys were working on digestion and toxins. So we're doing, and actually we're also doing insulin. So we're doing 3 of the 4, because what we're doing is we're going to be cleansing out the system to rebalance your insulin levels. So that's what we're doing. So I'm just going to quickly go over your digestion. Some people don't really understand their digestion, and it's really important to really get it. So the very first part of your digestion starts in your mouth. You're breaking down your mouth has enzymes, and you're breaking down the food when you chew. It is really important. A lot of us are in a rush and we don't chew enough. And one of my friends who was a naturopath, she said, your intestines don't have teeth. So whatever you swallow, that is going to go down, and your body is going to do its best to break it down more if it's not completely fully broken down by your teeth. So what I like to do, and this takes practice if you're not used to it, is chew until the food is a shake, until the food is an absolute shake, and then I can swallow it, and then I know that my body's going to have a more of a chance to grab the nutrients and feed the cells than it would if I just rushed through my meal. So that is one of the first things to start doing this week. So even though your detox doesn't start, actual products don't start until 3 weeks, your detox starts today. And the very first thing is to chew your food really, really, really well. Stomach, then it goes down to the stomach. And then the liver is the most important organ in your body. It's so important. You could cut half of it in half and it would grow back. It's the only organ that does that. It's amazing. It filters blood. It filters medicines. It filters, of course, alcohol and drugs, anything like that. It performs 500 functions. 500, your liver. It's, like I said, it's just amazing. The only thing is that if it gets overwhelmed with a lot of toxins, and you can get toxins not just from your food and water. You get it from cleaning agents. If you put cleaning agents like Windex on your hands, or you spray it and you get it in your face, or your lotions, and I don't want to scare people. I just want to let us know that it's important to start looking at more healthier alternatives. Body lotion. That your skin, people don't realize that your skin is your first organ. It's not your first organ, sorry. Your first organ is your heart. We'll talk about that later. But your skin is your largest organ. Your largest organ is your skin. And if you're putting lotion on it that has, P54 red or something like that, that's going to be absorbed. And people don't realize that. So it takes even your toothpaste. This is a lot. But just do the best you can, and you're not going to be perfect at first, but just start. Just go, okay, I have a really crappy lotion right now, but I'm going to wait till I'm done. And then once that's out, I'm going to go and see if I can find a better one. The better options, of course, are more expensive, but you don't need a lot. So I just wanted to say that. And like I said, we're under attack, and there's a spiritual aspect I'm going to share at the end of this whole program. Please stop me if I go too fast. Is this helping you guys? Is this making sense?
Yes,
Okay, good.
it
Okay, good.
is.
Awesome, wonderful. So then the other thing I want to share is your bile. Your bile, which is it's also in your gallbladder. So it actually stores. There's two ways that your vitamins get into your body. It's water through your you can literally, that goes in and out. It's if your body, like vitamin C is water soluble. So if your body's only going to grab the vitamin C it needs at that time, and then the rest is going to get eliminated through your urine. But there's other vitamins, A, D, and K, E as well, they are absorbed by your fat. So that is that's how the liver, it actually converts the food we eat into the nutrients. So it's pretty, this organ's amazing. Anything else I want to say about that? This is all again on module 1. The gallbladder is super important. Some people don't have their gallbladder. And this is the thing with Western medicine. They just think, oh, let's just take out the gallbladder. So the gallbladder is actually really important. It actually is a storage and transport for bile, but it also helps with the pH in your system. So if you don't have a gallbladder, it's just, you got to watch the amount of fat you have then. Your pancreas secretes insulin. This is really crucial. Oh my God, you guys, this one. So your pancreas can get overtaxed if you're eating a lot of sugar. The number one thing to look at in your food you eat is high fructose corn syrup. High fructose corn syrup is super cheap and way more sugary than regular sugar, way more sweet. Way more sweet than regular sugar, high fructose corn syrup. And the thing with high fructose corn syrup that is absolutely atrocious is that it turns off the hormone. In fact, I'm going to just pause for this for a second because I got to share this with you guys. This is crazy. High fructose corn syrup turns off the hormone leptin, and leptin tells your brain that you're no longer hungry. So this is why people can drink a big 32-ounce thing of soda, but not a 32-ounce glass of water. Because in the 32-ounce soda is high fructose corn syrup, turned off leptin, which tells your body you're no longer hungry. Now you're eating the whole thing or drinking the whole thing. Your body's, overboard with sugar. It's evil. So that's the number one thing. So 2 things so far. Chew until you have a consistency of a shake, and look at ingredients with high fructose corn syrup and get it out. Like, don't even go there. That's, yeah, no bueno. Okay, go back to sharing screen. Okay, and then the colon. So small intestine first. It takes the digestion from the food, and it starts to pull out the liquid. And then the appendix is what the one that monitors internal pH. So there's 2 things with pH. You're either eating things that are more acidic or more alkaline. And most of us have more acid. We want to be in a balance. So just start to look at your food this week. You don't have to change too much of your diet, but just start to notice, is this food, is this more acidic or is more alkaline? And there's actually in your up here protocols and downloads, there's a whole shopping list. I'll show you later, but it's there. Okay, and then the large intestine. Did you guys have questions? Heard somebody say something? Okay. And then the large intestine pulls out more water to have it be eliminated. And that is your liver and your whole system. 10 signs your liver needs a detox: discomfort and bloating after you eat, craving of sugar, like I said earlier, or starts or salty foods. It's just telling you, the thing is amazing about your body is your body's always talking to you. We just don't know the language. So if there's a skin issue, that means your body's trying to detox something. There's something in your body that is trying to come out of your skin. And that means your body's trying to release some type of toxin. And so your body's always talking to you. Colon digestion system, 80% of your immune system. So I think, bad breath is another indication that your gut is needing some help. Lack and energy and mental focus. Oh, this is the other really important thing. Trouble eliminating waste at least twice a day. You should be eliminating solid waste minimum of twice a day, preferably 3 to 4. Preferably 3 to 4. That's telling you that your gut is going, I need some help. And that's a really important one right there. Nervous system, your sympathetic nervous system. When your body is overstressed, and I'm gonna put this over here. So it's just, I'll let you guys read through this. This is all in module 1, and there's a lot of things here. This is where I wanted to get to. The detox protocols. So I'm gonna click on this. Usually I like these opening in a new window. Okay, so here's a detox protocols. These are also in the protocols page. There's pages everywhere. So check with your doctor regarding the detox. I have to say that legally, so I don't get myself in trouble. You can take your measurements, stock your refrigerator with organic, non-GMO foods as much as you can, and I'll show you the shopping list where it's at. Start to eliminate sugar and alcohol. Just start to eliminate it. You don't have to eliminate it altogether. You're not doing the detox for the until the 3rd week. So, but just start to see how it feels. This one's important. Take 5 long deep breaths before each meal, or just as much as you can. Slow down. Slow down. And if you can, turn off the TV. Turn it off. Don't watch YouTube, especially if you're going to watch YouTube, the only thing I highly recommend you watch is something that makes you laugh. Because when you're stressed out, your body actually, your body, I always like to talk to you guys when I'm looking, I can see you. Your body, when you're stressed out, even just by watching something, the blood that would go to your gut and your stomach to digest your food, it goes to like your heart or your lungs or your limbs because you're stressed. So watch something that's funny when you're eating. Like my favorite go-to is the animal videos. So that's what I love to go to. Those crack me up. Anyway, let's go back to this. And then it's also time to start to drink some more water, which is what I'm going to do right now because I can feel my throat getting scratchy. 32 to 64 ounces of water. And how you know how much water to drink per day is 1 ounce. What is it? Half an ounce? Stay hydrated. Yeah, half of your body weight per ounces. That is what you should be drinking for your size, is half your body weight per ounces per day. And it's more than likely, very few people do that, including myself. I don't get it all that. Go ahead, Ron.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah, of course.
I've recently been getting into like what foods are more alkaline and what foods are more acidic. I actually bought a menu from Amazon that gives you a list of that as well. But I've been trying to get into the cleanest water that I can, like all the different types. And I'm trying to drink my water as far as more alkaline and more neutral and then acidic. So everything gets confusing because everybody throws a curveball in there. But I mean, is there a certain way you drink your water or a certain water you drink, or just making sure it's more alkaline is better?
Yeah. You know what's funny?
Right?
I drink lemon water. Like this is lemon water right here. And I get the lemon from our farm, like right outside. But and there's a gnat in it right now, but I do that, and I also do I'll also sometimes put some endurance drops. There's endurance drops that you can get. It's just can't remember the name right now, but it's just a couple drops. It's basically salt. This was super interesting, and I haven't really researched it or understand it, but lemon is a detox, but it's also acidic, but it actually supports your pH. It's so weird. I don't get it, but that's what I drink. But I hear you with more alkaline water. A friend of mine, she was diagnosed with cancer, and she actually got a whole alkalining machine for her, a whole system for her house. Drank a ton of it and started, and actually, she alkalized herself. She actually got rid of the cancer, but she over alkalized herself, and her doctor's like, "I've never seen this. This is really, really rare," because she was on a mission, to support her body and I don't know if that was, I don't think that was just the only thing she did, but yeah, so that is what happened with her, but she definitely was doing better after that, so that's good.
Okay.
Did that
All
answer
right,
your
great.
question? Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, good. All right, we're almost there, you guys, and then Of course, we do prayers because that is what I'm all about. To support digestion food. Okay, so here's what the detox looks like. You're going to decrease your solid food by 50 to 70% and drink more organic soups. You have protein shakes. You have tons of recipes, especially at detox. The detox soup is really good. It was actually by one of the last clients in the last detox I did. She gave me the recipe. So I asked her if I could share it with everybody. So I've shared it with you. 4 rebuild capsules in the morning on an empty stomach. Don't eat at least 20 to 30 minutes after you have that. Then when you eat, you can take your, okay, this is actually can be taken, your probiotic with your rebuild. So your rebuild and your probiotic can be taken together because you do want to take that a little bit before breakfast. Then with your meal, you want to have your intestinal rebuild. So that's 3 capsules. Just read the instructions. Just do what the instructions say as far as the quantity. And then at nighttime is where you take 4 of your detox binder 2 hours after medication and 2 hours after dinner. So you want to be 2 hours away from anything that your body needs to absorb because those capsules are going to pull everything out. They're going to pull all kinds of toxins out and you don't want to pull any nutrients out with it. And then 4 to 6, that's 1 to 3 days. And then the 4th through the 6th day, consume only organic soups. This is optional. A lot of times people have a hard time with just soups and stuff. But the reason why you want to do this is because you want to give your gut a break from food. Like I said, people don't usually chew enough. So when you're giving your gut a break from food, you're actually supporting your detox. Some things is if you need solid food, eat a small organic meal, mostly greens if you can. And then lemon water helps water have flavor because I know just people, they don't like to drink regular water. Limit the number when you're on your detox. Please limit your news, scary or violent shows, and limit conversations that upset you because that goes into the fact that we're energy beings. And when you're detoxing, you want to get in nature. If you can, put your feet on the ground at least for 2 minutes every day, bare feet on the ground, 2 minutes. It's called grounding. I do palms up, letting the sun shine on your face for 2 minutes. And so that is your detox. Let me go ahead and do one more screen share and make sure that I got everything that I needed to get in with that information. Yep, that's all there. Okay, yeah. And it's time, clean out your kitchen. Clean out your kitchen. I think that's the final thing. Yes, okay, good. Sometimes I'll have clients who have members who have, family. So I say, okay, get a shelf, your shelf. This is mom or dad's shelf for this week. This is what you're going to eat, or shelf in the pantry, something like that. And you can even name it, put something the goddess shelf, or something like that. So that really helps. So let me just scroll down. So I'll look, this is the detox shopping list and recipes, but I want to scroll up here because it's easier to find actually right here. Protocols and downloads. So this was module 1, just kind of remind you guys, click on your modules. You have access if you want to go forward, but I go through these with you. So module 1, discover the magic of your digestion, and protocols and downloads. So the detox protocols right there, we just went through it. Your detox shopping list and shakes are right here. And just tons of, this is a whole shopping list. And just do the best you can because the food right now is it's really interesting and it's sometimes challenging to get organic stuff. Just do the best you can. This is an amazing chia porridge recipe. Breakfast or a late night snack, very low in sugar, super yummy. Cashew cheese, oh my gosh, that's really good. Make your own. So just take a look at this. This is that's detox shopping list. Foods that support you. Again, you guys can go through this on your own time, but just a lot of ideas on foods that support you. Foods to avoid, food is information for your body. I shared a little bit about that, a little bit more on that. And you can go through the products. These are supplements, but again, don't overwhelm yourself. There's a lot. I always have a lot of stuff on this program. What to eat. If you want even more ideas, this was the first thing I created when I did my detox many, many years ago. And it just has a ton of breakfast tips, lunches, snacks, supplements, things about sugar. So videos, stuff like that. So that is what to eat. Yeah, okay, good. And then if you have not been working out, one of the best things to do is to just go for a walk with one of these audios. Just click on it. You can add, if you want to click on it in this link, I think you can just copy and paste it into your phone. And it's just a recording, an audio, and it takes you through positive affirmations with a little bit of an interval. So you'll do like an easy walk, and then I'll say, okay, it's time to pick up the pace, and we'll go faster. And I'll guide you through a positive affirmation of creating a life of ease and flow. And this one is I matter. There's 4, and this is our 5. I'm always taken care of. I'm on purpose, and trust yourself and build confidence. So these are just audios that you take when you're walking or biking. And they're just really nice to get in nature, get you out of your head, get it out of your thoughts, and start to feel a lot better. The belly fat freedom is a whole workshop that I did, and I put in here. That needs to be edited, but what is belly fat, how is belly fat stored, and what you should know about the food industry. Just some extra information I wanted to share with you guys. But that is it. So your homework is chew your food. Chew, chew, chew until it's the consistency of a shake. And get your kitchen or your fridge cleaned out. Start to shop just to see, okay, am I doing more alkaline? Am I doing more acidic? And just get to know yourself. The other thing I want to share is we are conditioned to put ourselves down and to always think there's something wrong with us. There's nothing wrong with you. You're actually just a spirit from a human body on a spiritual journey of emotional expansion through the relationships and experiences you have. And what that means is that sometimes you're going to do things, that aren't great. It's have compassion for yourself. The Buddha says you, more than anyone in the entire universe, deserve your love and compassion. And that's really true. With the media, the way that it is, especially with women, the exploitation of women, and how men don't even know how to be men anymore because of all the madness that's going down. So now is really a time, we are going to do a prayer in a moment, is a really time to give yourself compassion for everything you've experienced till this now, because you've made it. You wouldn't be watching this, you wouldn't be on this program if you did not survive your childhood and survive up until this point. And I know that each one of you has gone through trauma that nobody can even imagine. And that's your journey right now. So it's really important to have compassion for yourself more than anything, especially when you're doing a cleanse. So I just want to say that I see you and you matter and you're not alone.
Thank you.
And yeah, does anybody have any questions on what we went over? And if not, we'll do how does this feel for you? Good.
Feels like
Okay.
it's going to be a great journey for me. I'm excited, and for me, I'm just overwhelmed with. I've always struggled with how to cook because I'm not really a good cook, and trying to put all the good foods together. So that's what I've been, tampering with for the last probably year, is trying to, what foods I can put together, what good foods, vegetables, get more vegetables. So that's been a hard struggle for me. I've been gifted with a metabolism, so I don't even count calories. I just need to eat because I'm like a furnace. But I just want to put nothing but good food in my body. I got somewhat of a sweet tooth, you can say, so I struggle with that. But other than that, I'm looking to change everything and, again, be the healthiest I can be, clean everything out and, learn more foods, better foods, healthier foods, more alkaline foods, and just start that journey towards that to a healthier, happier life.
I love it. Love it. Thank you so much for that. And what I want to say is I used to hate cooking. I would eat cereal 3 times a day. because I was like, I'm not gonna cook. And I was a fitness trainer. I started when I started my fitness journey, and my friend was like, he was a chiropractor, and I saw him at this one race that I went to, and he looks at me and he goes, Michelle, come into my office. And I went into his office, and he goes, what's going on? And he said, because he could see the whites, he understands the whites in your eyes, and he understands the health, how healthy you are by the whites in your eyes. And I was exhausted. I literally would sleep all weekend long. Then I would train and I was going to San Jose State. So what I started doing was, the first thing I did was my detox. The first detox I did, black stuff was coming out of me that I was like, oh my God, it was freaking me out. After the first day, I was headache. That's the other thing I wanted to share is you could get a headache, you could get fatigue, you could even get a rash because things are detoxing. So things are trying to come out. So if you get a rash, that means you need to drink more water. If you get pretty much every symptom of a detox, you need to drink more water. You're not drinking enough water. But that by the third day of my detox, I was night and day. I was like, oh my God, energy. I felt good. I couldn't believe it. And then I've been doing detoxes ever since, at least 2 to 3 times a year. So yeah, but and the other thing I wanted to share with you, Ron, my go-to to cook quinoa in a rice pot. And quinoa is it's a seed, but it's actually a complete protein. It acts like a carbohydrate, so it's like rice, but it's a complete protein. And these are the kids on my farm. They're super cute. But there's that little 4-year-old, but he never wants to talk to me. He always runs away. But but so quinoa, it's a complete protein. So everybody's like, I'll have quinoa and a sauteed veggies, sauteed anything. I'll put my first thing I put in is onions, then squash. I love cabbage in there, carrots, and I just put everything in, and then I put the saute on my quinoa with nutritional yeast. I always have nutritional yeast because it's a B complex, because I'm mostly vegan. I'll eat eggs on the farm, from the farm, and fish once in a very great while, but mostly it's vegan food. So I know that if I have quinoa, I have my complete protein. If I get my nutritional yeast, I got my B complex, my B vitamins, and then sprouts I usually put on top. And then my favorite sauce. And the great thing about that dish is you can change it up with different sauces. So you can make it spicy. And then one night I do coconut aminos, which is kind of like soy sauce. So you can change, and it tastes different every time with different spices. And then one night I put tahini on it, and it's just like, it's super easy. So all you're doing is you're sauteing up the veggies, and you got your rice cooker with your quinoa, and you're done in like 30 minutes. That's my
Sounds
go-to.
easy enough.
That's
Now,
my
what
go-to.
is the sauces? Are you making your homemade sauce or you're buying it?
I buy it. Yeah,
Okay.
I buy organic coconut aminos. It is a little bit sweet from the coconut. Or Bragg's aminos. Bragg's aminos as well is another one. It's called BRAGGS, Bragg's aminos. Or sometimes I have made tahini in the past, which is just sesame seed, and I can't remember everything that's in that one. But yeah, or just some spices, just some hot sauce.
Okay. Yeah, I love it
Yeah,
spicy, so that's easy.
yes. Check out the
Oh,
recipes, because I'm an easy person. The other thing that how I can change that up too is I do a soup, put that in, put quinoa in with my soup, and have my saute on the side.
nice. Okay.
It's simple. It's like you just
That's
got to keep it simple, because I'm with you. I'm not a big cook.
Okay, cool. Simple is right down my alley.
Awesome. Great. Anybody else have any questions? We'll go along as we go. Please feel free to email me at any time. Um, yeah. Okay. Well, let's just do a quick prayer then. Great Spirit, what a journey we're all on together. I'm just so grateful for these people that have said yes to their healing journey and their healing experience. And I just know that whatever they need shows up in ways they know and in ways they don't know. And Great Spirit, we just are so grateful for this human body, this vessel that houses our soul to come in to have a human experience. It gives us so many illusions. The illusion that we're alone, the illusion that there's something to be afraid of, the illusion that we're not loved. All of that are just not true. But because of this human journey, we came and we chose to experience. We chose to experience it for the journey of emotional expansion that will move us each back toward the light of love. Love for ourselves, compassion for ourselves, and love for others, and forgiveness for ourselves and others. So right now, we each just put our hands on our hearts. This heart that was the first organ created in our mother's womb. This heart that is still connected to you, Great Spirit. This heart that can learn and remember with the 40,000 neurons that live in the heart. This heart, which is our second brain. And we just give so much gratitude to this human body that knows how to take care of itself. It knows how to detox. It knows how to cleanse. And it guides each one of us toward what we need next in our life for our journey. And Great Spirit, we just send so much compassion to this human body because it's been through so much ever since it, probably before it even came out of the womb, through childhood, through our young adult years, through our adult years, all the way to this present time. We just give so much compassion to this human body. And we send so much love, knowing that we are totally taken care of. We breathe into this human body with a big, humongous, deep breath, noticing how the lungs expand, and we exhale with a sigh. We just let everything go. We give it to you, Great Spirit, knowing that you are always with us, that we're never alone. And so it is. So the last thing I want to share with you guys is your energy of your emotions. Just start to notice. You can even maybe do a journal. What are you saying to yourself every day? What's the self-talk? And notice it especially if it's repeated, because we repeat stories. It's like you talk story in your head when you're driving a car. You don't even realize we don't realize we're doing it. But the emotional frequency is what to pay attention to. And when you have an emotion that you're just like, it's a lower frequency, like sadness or jealousy or all of it, embarrassment, guilt, whatever it is, the one practice that you can start doing, and I'm going to share this later, so if you forget, don't worry about it, because the first thing this week is to actually, I would get a journal and just start writing, what are the thoughts, what are your self-talk, don't censor it, and don't judge it, just notice it. Go, oh, I think I'm fat. I'm feeling fat. Oh, I feel nobody's going to love me. You know, whatever it is, you write it down because you want to start to really get to know yourself. Get to know what is the emotional frequency in this body. It's just a frequency. It doesn't mean anything. Even if it says nobody's going to love me, that actually only means what you think it means, what you choose to make it mean. It's just a frequency. It doesn't really mean nobody's going to love you. You just have a brain that's thinking, that's feeling that frequency. So what we're going to do is we're going to start to just acknowledge what are the frequencies you hold in your body most of the time that make you you in this present time. And then we're going to start to shift them because there's practices, and I'm not even going to share that practice now. I'll share it next week. So your job is just to start your journal, start to write down, get to know yourself. Get to know yourself like you've never gotten to know yourself ever, because there's nothing wrong with you and there's nothing to fix. This is just a journey. This is a game. That's all this is. And this body is a pawn, like Monopoly, the shoe or the horse or whatever. It's all we're in. This is supposed to be kind of fun. And once we get it, once we really get that this is a game, it can be fun because magic can flip and happen. Like actually, that's what I was going to share with you guys. The last part I'll share. This book, The Maui Land Grab, how I was like, okay, universe, I know you're going to show me the answer to how we regain our freedom. because I didn't know it when we started writing this book, but I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. And toward the end of the book, about 3 weeks before I was fully done, I was introduced to Richard Proctor, who's in Utah. I already was interviewing Margie and Jack Flynn of who've been supporting people with the original Constitution for 70 years. Knew they were going to be in there, but I knew I was missing a piece, and Richard Proctor was that missing piece. And that missing piece was about creating our own citizens bank, because if we don't do that, we will be beholden to the bankers who get to run their agenda, get to choose the agenda. But when we have a citizens bank, then we are free. And he just shared that with me 2 weeks ago. So, but it's a trusting in source, what God, whatever you want to call it, not faith, trust. And it's a relationship. So we're going to be going over that. So I know that was a lot. Hope I wasn't overwhelming you guys, but I just want to say mahalo for joining me. And any other questions before we say aloha? You
That was
guys
very
good?
good. I loved everything. Thank you very much.
All right, Ron, thanks for joining. And Lisa, Gina, Joni, mahalo so much. I will see you guys next week.
Thank you so much, Michelle. That's been
You're
great.
welcome.
Really
Awesome. Please
appreciate
email
you.
me
Thank
if
you.
you have any
Thank
questions.
you.
All right,
Okay.
aloha.
Yeah. Thank you very
Aloha.
much.
Thank you for
You're
everything.
welcome.
See everybody next week. Have a good week.
Mahalo, aloha.
You too.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.